There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
Mic check. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Bada bing. You know who it is. Let's get into it, shall we? Devourment, the second record we did, the Decapitated record. Not the death metal band, but I won't say the full name. You don't know how sketchy YouTube is. We did that initially. We've only got 8 tracks on this record, Butchered a Week. Let me give you a background to this. I haven't listened to this in years on end. I actually had a copy of this with, the artwork was actually brown. I had a fold-out sleeve. By the way, for the Wigger Slams, we got to be sipping on a gold monster, haven't we? Come on now, people. Let's keep it conducive. So, my girlfriend at the time bought me, because I requested it in high school. This record. Now, I don't remember much of it at all. What have we got on here? We had Baby Killer on the first one, didn't we? But there might be a revision. Yeah, there's a revision of it on this one. So we've actually got it on this record as well. 8 tunes is arguably the perfect amount of tracks to have on a record like this, because it's going to be hard work as far as intensity is concerned. And without further ado, we're going to jump in. So it's not literally a first time listen, but man, I've not listened to anything off of this album in such an incredible long time. We're going to continue going on through the Devourment discography. So this one goes out to all you slam heads out there. If you want to recommend some slam acts, feel free to do so. It's not my forte, you know. I do like it, but it's not my forte. There used to be a period over here in England, man, where hardcore bands were just doing slam around 2012, 2013, 2014. There was a big crossover with the beatdown audience and like brutal death metal slam heads, and it was lots of fun. A lot of posing, don't get me wrong. Most of the people weren't really even into slam metal, but, a few good bands came from it. Anyway, Butchered a Week, the title track. It's track number 1. Let's go. Come on now, people. The weekend's here, by the way. I'm going to have a short weekend, but I'm happy to relax and listen to some music.
Dead ones or had sex with dead bodies. There is no truth to any of that.
You didn't live in the mortuary.
I lived in the mortuary, yes, but not in the embalming room. I mean, they make it sound like I slept in the crypts with them.
Don't drink Monster. It is satanic in nature, people. It is destructive, and there's a reason why.
And besides,
it's as large a brand as it is.
The living, you gotta worry.
Let's go. Drop A tuning. What tuning are we saying? I wouldn't say it was B. You don't tend to find slam bands in B, for what I find. It tends to be A, doesn't it? A is like the death metal tuning. Or at least the, ignorant sort of overt, brutal death metal tuning. Hold on tight, because after this record I'm going to do Cattle Decapitation, alright? I think that's the next flavour on the cards. Some grind. I do like the snare, but I'd like it to be a bit more tinnier, you know, like a real tinny snare, proper like gore grind snare. Here we go. Here we go. Good start to the record. You know, I don't think this production is as good as what we heard on the debut record, because the debut record had such a dingy, dark, horrible sound that it was just... What I said on that listen through and on my review is that it was essentially, arguably could have been, in my opinion, from what I've heard, the pinnacle of extreme metal. It just came with an atmosphere and an aura. This is a little more polished. And I don't think the artwork suits it as well. I think the artwork just looks a little... I don't know. It just doesn't compare to what we're hearing. But the first record artwork was symbolic of the sound. We've got M at the Slab coming up next, track number 2. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Devourment, Butcher the Week. Nice, easy listening record. Track 2 of 8. I don't need to tell you what the title of this one is. Let's jump in. Come on. Just came up on the relateds. Did anybody listen to Outburst before? Classic act. when that drum there just goes into that bop there, that's hard. Quality. We had some riffs in that one. We had a fantastic slam. Man, dun, dun, that's like that drumming's like, to me, that's like a mid 2000s just heavy hardcore groovy ting-a-ling-a-ling. I can't explain it. I can't put it into words. I just had some guy shaving his pubic area as an advertisement. Man, I can't even name the titles of these songs. You got track number 3 coming up next. I'm gonna see you there, people. Hold on. Mic check. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in live and large. Devourment is the band we're listening to today. Butcher the Week in particular is the album. This is track 3 of 8. You can read what the title of this is. I won't do it for you. This is track number 3. Let's go. Where we at? Sounds there's a slight dissonance on that guitar, you know? Come on. That's catchy, very unique, rhythmically speaking. Dun 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 dun. That little bit at the end. Dun 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 dun. pretty good. Starts off with a good groove. I mean, we're not reinventing the wheel, are we? But we're keeping incredibly consistent. Not a bad little number. Tomb of Scabs is coming up next. Don't have the most incredible amount to say in regards to that one. Let's get some more slams on the go. Track 4 of 8 coming up. Tomb of Scabs. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Devourment. This is track number 4 of 8 on Butcher of the Week. Tomb of Scabs. Let's go. Bada. Come on. Here we go. Come on. That double kick is just constant. I wonder how many guitars they tracked on this record, because when it cuts off and you've just got the one guitar, you know, when they're about to kick into a riff altogether and all that, it sounds so distant, but it's brilliant because you can hear how smooth that distortion is, you know. It's just a real smooth tone to it. My cup of tea. You can hear the low end of it as well, which is really fantastic. But then when the entire band comes in, it hits with such an impact and such audacity that you think, bloody hell, is that just one guitar that came in there? The like lead guitars are crazy. And to be fair, we don't have any guitar solos in this band, really. Do we? Do we not? I don't think we do. One of my favourite things to do is try to make out the guitar lines during the frantic, fast, grindy bits. That's what I like to do. We've got autoerotic asphyxiation coming up next. I'll see you there. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Autoerotic asphyxiation is the title of this track. It's numero 5 of 8. Just blasting through the Devourment record. Let's be real. Butcher the week. Let's go. I like a death metal vocal that comes in there. That's ignorant. Come on, second time around, here we go. This is a good tune, this one. 2 slams in 1. Here we go. Very good. I think that was my favourite one on the record so far. That was my favourite one on the record so far. That was groovy as hell. That was groovy as hell. We simmered down on the extremity for a little bit of groove in there, and we just sunk in these hard sort of death metal vocals, you know, external to the brutal death metal vocals, and that's what I like. They do that on Baby Killer, innit? When they do like if call it the second verse perhaps. We got Electrocution coming up next, which is going to be track number 6. Alright, let's go. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, listening to Devourment, Butcher the Week, just blasting through the record. I'm not going to tell you the full title of this one, but it's track number 6 of 8. Let's go. My favourite track was the one on the last one. So far, groovy as hell, that last one. Come on. Let's go. I'll just take a moment to give some props on the drum fills on this record. The drum fills are really good. That snare roll there. Jeez. That's hard. That's hard. The drummer is incredible. The drummer is so good. Gravity blast. I think the drummer's the best part of the band. I think the selling point is the vocals, right? The vocals are the selling point, but the drummer is just really good, really good. The drummer's sort of grown on me a lot. I know the drummer was good from the get-go, but as far as like the positioning and the importance within the band, yeah, I think that drummer's so good. I wonder if it's the same drummer as on the first record. All right, F Her Head Off is coming up next, track number 7 of 8. Let's go. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Devourment, Butcher the Week. This one is F Her Head Off. Okay, very good song title. Track 7 of 8. Let's go. Come on. Where we at? Not a single lyric was understood, alright? Come on. Bada bada bada. This is gonna sound crazy, but it kind of sounds a little bit like a Suicide Silence bit, that riff. Which makes me think it's in drop A. Suicide Silence, were they in drop A or B? You want to say drop B due to the nature of deathcore, but I think they were in drop A. I think they were. Come on! You just know Slam's coming single guitar line. Dun 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 dun. Oh, bro, and then it's gonna go into Baby Killer. Did you hear that vocal? Then it's gonna go into Baby Killer. Oh, that's hard. That is hard. Let's not waste no time. We got Baby Killer coming up. Track number 8, alright? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Let's finish off with a classic. I've done one reaction to this song already, but this was a different version, alright? This is the newfangled one. Album number 2. Baby Killer's title of this one. We had a vocal on the end of the last track which flew into this. Let's go. Come on. This is a great tune. In my opinion, this track is arguably the pinnacle of extreme metal. Take that as you want. Ignorant. I swear on the original, like, that first vocal was a little bit more like hardcore, a little bit more just like, little more grit to it as opposed to like the brutalized death metal we've just heard. Was this also in the original? Did they rewrite this song like instrumentally? Because this slow chug bit, I always thought they would just went on to a mad noisy bit at this point. Come on. Might be the first and only guitar slide on this record. Oh! Come on. Bum bum ba da dum bum. Ra ba bum bum. Wow. That was sick. Yeah, that was sick. That was Devourment. Baby Killer. What more can be said about that one? That's a track and a half, innit? That's a track and a half. On that note, people. On that note, I'm going to do one last video where I give my final overview of this record. And I'll rate it out of 10, alright? I'll see you there. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest now, people. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. Signing in and signing out. We just listened to Devourment's Butcher the Week record. Okay, it was a good record. It was a good record. It didn't overstay its welcome whatsoever. Arguably, it was the exact right length. Okay, the exact right length. 8 songs. Longest track was at what? 4 minute 30, and it was a classic song at the end. Needed to be 4 minutes 30. So we'd say probably averaging around 3 minutes 30 per song. You don't need to overdose on this style of music and this extremity of metal, that's for sure. So I think it's the perfect amount of time. Bro, you could even do 7 tracks, to be honest, and still have it as a very full, consistent quality record. Slam, death metal, brutal death metal, everything in between. We listened to the debut, Something the Decapitated, their first record, which was good. Now let me bring you into something. It was better. It was better. The first record was better. And it's not down to the instrumental, it's not down to the vocal, it's not down to the band as a whole, it's down to the production value. This, you can tell there's been a little bit more money thrown at this record, and in doing so, they've actually ridden, should I say, of like some of the gritty harshness that only amplified the atmosphere, you know, that we had in the other one. You know where I'm coming from, alright? First record was ruthless, absolutely ruthless. We've continued on, not really going anywhere as far as the writing is concerned. The record remains the same, let's be real. Like, they've not advanced in sound or technicality or vocal performance. There might be a different frontman in this, I don't know. And I only say that because we've sort of left off the death metal-esque vocals on Baby Killer, which is my favourite part, to be honest. That was my favourite part of the vocal, the like hardcore adjacent death metal vocals. It's so hard. We left them off. With that being said, the instrumental, guitar work, good. Was it incredible guitar work? No. Was it groovy? Yes. Yes, some fantastic slams in here. The noisy bits, it is what it is. They just make a noise for the sake of it, I think. Just create an extreme noise for the sake of it. You know, the noisy bits aren't my favourite bits, but they sort of add a great, you know, dynamic into the mix. It wouldn't be Devourment without that. It wouldn't be as extreme without that. Vocals out of the equation, I think the fast bits, like the real fast bits, the gravity blasts and so forth, I think that is the extremity in this band. And they're extreme on all fronts. Lyrical content, vocals, tuning of the guitars, but it's the speed and noise and wall of just horribleness in them fast bits which really create something special, at least as far as the extremity is concerned. That being said, yeah, I think it was let down on the production because they should have kept it with the just disgusting demo-esque death metal grunginess, like the trad death sort of sound. This is very polished. I'd go as far as saying the artwork doesn't really suit this record either. I don't think the artwork sort of aligns with the sound. I think it sort of makes, I don't know, it devalues it. I think it devalues it. I think the artwork just does not suit it whatsoever. If I'm going to rate this album, I'm going to take what I rated the first record and I will detract 2 points, because this basically could be the same record, just with, you know, a more polished production value. The first record is a great display of extreme metal, and on my review of that record, I said it could be, like, in my opinion, the pinnacle of extreme metal, the poster child of extreme death metal, the poster child of brutality, you know. With a, you know, a relatively limited understanding of brutal death, because, you know, I'm not a death metal head, I'm a punk guy, aren't I, at the end of the day, but I've done my research and I've heard enough bands at this point. Come on, it is what it is. But I give respect to this band. This wasn't my very first listen through. I had this CD, my girlfriend in high school bought me this CD for my birthday, believe it or not, yonks back, and yeah, what more can I say? What more can I say? That was my review, and on that note, I'm going to sign out, people. Peace.